Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a brand new gameplay video of Examon vs Shoutmon X7. Examon has the first move. They hatch into Baby Domon, evolving into Dracomon, and finally passing turn evolving into Corgimon. Crossheart evolves into Pikmons, going into Sparrowmon for free, and playing down the triple tamer Taiki, Kiriha, Nene. Examon plays out of Davis, looking at top 3, and taking the Breakdramon and Examon. Crossheart pushes out from Racing, and then activates the Taiki, Kiriha, Nene effect to put Dorumon underneath to gain a memory and draw one. They go ahead and swing at Security, using the Pikmon effect to draw one. They go ahead and play the Zenjiro for 3, and then passing turn playing another Taiki, Kiriha, Nene. Examon hatches another Baby Domon, evolving into a Dracmon. They evolve the Corgimon into Groundramon, playing down a Wingdramon for 7, then activating the end of turn ability to go ahead and draw aggression to Examon. Using the Examon ability, they're going to go ahead and play down a Breakdramon and put another Breakdramon into its sources. Crossheart hatches another Pikmons, then activating both of their triple tamers abilities to put a Digimon underneath, gain a memory, and draw a card. Looks like they're going to go ahead and Digicross, laying down the Shoutmon Cross 3 for 3 memory. Tapping the Zentro to gain 1 memory. Using the on-play ability to go ahead and look at top 3, taking Akari and Cross 7. Crossheart does decide to swing at Security. They go ahead and block with Examon, saving the 2 sources, and then both Breakdramon effects activate, trashing 2 cards from Security. Shoutmon goes ahead and plays Shoutmon Cross 4, putting 3 sources underneath to reduce the cost, paying 3 memory. On play, they go ahead and draw 2 cards. Cross 4 attacks Security, activating the Starmon's effect to draw 1, and Examon goes ahead and blocks it. On deletion, they do go ahead and save those 2 sources. Crossheart evolves into Sparrowmon in the back. Then they go ahead and play out Shoutmon Cross 7. Looks like they do go ahead and place 5 sources underneath to reduce the play cost by 10. Using the Shoutmon Cross 7 on-play ability to go ahead and delete Breakdramon. Unfortunately, they don't have enough sources underneath to make it stronger than the Examon to delete it. Unfortunately, it does look like we forget to move the memory gauge to 3s in the Davis ability, but that doesn't change the outcome too much here. Examon does eventually decide to swing at Security, using its ability when it's suspended to suspend Cross 7 and unsuspend itself. Examon decides to play Death Examon for a reduced cost of 12, playing it for 8, and on play Digivolves Cross 7. Crossheart does decide to promote their Sparamon. Unsuspending the Tamers, and then activating their main effect to go ahead and put a Digimon underneath to gain a memory and draw a card. They do go ahead and play out the Akari, using her on-play effect to play out a Darulamon out from underneath her Tamers. They forgot to unsuspend the Zenjiro, but they'd go ahead and unsuspend it and suspend it now to gain a memory. Then they use the Darulamon on-play effect to reduce the Examon DP by 3000. They do decide to evolve their Shoutmon into Shoutmon X7 for a cost of 6. And attack security for 2 checks, drawing 1 card from the Starmon Inheritable. Examon does decide to block when blocking on suspend, but since its DP is lower, Shoutmon does have the ability to attack over it, but then when it would die, it goes ahead and suspends itself using the evade. That prevents it from being deleted. When it's suspended, it also suspends Pheromon. Looks like Crossheart is debating about playing out the Zenjiro, but they do reconsider after reading the Death Exmon end of turn ability. Instead, they do go ahead and pass turn playing down the Taiki Kudo. They do go ahead and take the Cross 7 and put Omni Shoutmon underneath Taiki. Examon does decide to attack security and suspending Cross 7. Attacking with Dracmon and finishing the game with Examon. Going into round 2, we have the Examon player going first. Examon hatches into Babydomon, evolving to Dracomon, and evolves into Cordramon, passing the Crossheart player to 2. Crossheart hatches a Pikmons, evolves into Starmons, and passes the turn playing Taiki. Taiki effect, reveal top 4. They go ahead and add Starmons to hand and put Darulamon underneath Taiki. Examon promotes Cordramon out of Racing. And evolves into Groundramon, passing the Crossheart player to 2 memory. Crossheart promotes Starmons out of Raising and immediately goes for security, drawing 1 for Pikmon's effect, crashing into security, and being saved under Taiki. Then they pass turn over playing Taiki Kiriha Nene. Examon hatches a Babydomon, and hard plays Cordramon for 6, drawing 2 cards. Crossheart hatches another Pikmons. Looks like they try to evolve to Starmons, but before they actually evolve in Raising, they go ahead and put Z Greymon underneath Taiki Kiriha Nene to get a memory and draw 1. Once they do that, they go ahead and evolve to Starmon to the back. Then they play out the Zenjiro, using the effect to play out Ballistamon for free, then tapping the Zenjiro to gain 1 memory. Then they play out the Akari, using her effect to play the Durulmon out from underneath Taiki, tapping her to draw 1, and giving the minus 2000 to Examon. Examon responds by playing the Death Examon, reducing the cost by 18, playing it for 2. Activating the on-play ability to delete all level 4 lower Digimon. Crossheart promotes the Starmons. Activating the Taiki Kiriha and Nene effect, and loads Omni Shoutmon to gain a memory and draw 1 card. They swing Starmons as security, but Examon goes ahead and blocks it. Then Crossheart goes ahead and hard plays the Shoutmon Cross 3. Looks like they are able to put all 3 sources underneath to play it for 1. Then they tap the Zenjiro to gain a memory, making it free, and Akari to draw 1 card. Looks like they did reveal 2 Ballistamon and a Taiki Kiriha Nene. They decide to add Taiki Kiriha Nene and 1 Ballistamon to hand. Then they decide to swing security with Cross 3, surviving. Then Crossheart plays a triple Tamers to pass turn. But at the end of Crossheart's turn, Death Examon's effect activates, deleting Cross 3. Examon evolves Torjamon into Windramon, using the end of turn ability to evolve, going into Examon. Then they activate the when Digivolving effect to put Greggmon under the sources and hard place Slayerdramon. That activates the Dracomon's inheritable ability to gain 1 memory when a Digimon is played, keeping their turn. Examon immediately goes for security, unsuspending. Then they swing Death Examon into security, hitting Taiki. Unfortunately, we did misplay here. Rather than revealing the top 4, we only accidentally revealed the top 3. Crossheart does decide to take Cross 4 to hand and putting Shoutmon underneath Taiki. Then the Examon player plays Madoki Baidemon to pass turn. Crossheart hatches another Pikmons. Then they activate the triple Tamers effects to put a Digimon underneath to gain 2 memory and draw 2 cards. They evolve into Sparamon in the back for free. Then they go out and play the Cross 7. It does look like they have all the pieces to put underneath, so they go ahead and put all 6 pieces underneath to reduce the play cost by 12. Then they tap Zenjiro to gain 1 memory, making the cost only 1. and suspending Akari for 1 draw. With all the sources underneath, Crossheart is at 16,000 BP, so they'd use that to delete the Death Examon. Then Crossheart does decide to play out the Long K. Since they're at exactly 3 security, they get both effects, so they choose to put Examon into security, giving the minus 12,000 to Slayerjamon. Examon decides to evolve Madoki Babemon into Korgamon for 2, then use Mega Death to bounce the X7 back to hand. Crossheart promotes Sparamons out of Raising. And activates the Triple Tamers effect to put a Digimon under each of them to gain a memory and draw a card. Crossheart swings Sparamon at security, using the Pikmon's effect to draw a card. Looks like Examon is debating while blocking the attack, but they do let it through, checking the Examon. Crossheart does decide to play down the Cross 7, then use the On Plate to delete the Korgamon. Putting 5 sources underneath to reduce the cost, playing it for 4, and tapping the Zenjiro to gain a memory, and use the Akari to draw 1 card. They attack security, then they play Cross 4, Unfortunately, they only have 2 sources underneath, so they played for 5, drawing 2 cards. Examon is in quite a bad position here. Unfortunately, they don't have a rookie in their raising area to promote, so that does put them at quite a big disadvantage. Doesn't look like they have a rookie, so they play out the Korgamon and draw 2 cards. Crossheart hatches their last Pikmons, acting both of their Triple Tamers again to gain 2 memory and draw 2 cards. Cross 7 swings at security. Unfortunately, they do hit the security Korgamon. Then Cross 4 goes for security, taking out their last security. And then Crossheart finishes the game with Shoutmon King version. So it looks like we're going on to game 3. Let's hope this round is just as exciting as the last one. Crossheart's going first. Looks like they hatch a Pikmons, evolving into Sparamons in the back, and playing the Taiki Kudo to pass turn. Looks like they add Shoutmon to hand, putting Omni Shoutmon underneath Taiki. Examon hatches a Babydomon, evolves into Dracomon, and then for Korgamon for 2. And they pass turn, evolving into Wingdramon. Crossheart does promote out of raising, attacking security, drawing 1. Playing out of Zenjiro, using the effect to play Ballistamon, tapping the Zenjiro to gain 1 memory. Then they pass turn, playing Shoutmons. They look at top 3, and add Cross 4 to hand. Examon does promote out of Raising. Then they play the Dracomon, revealing top 3. Taking the Corgimon. Then they evolve to Corgimon, passing the Crossheart player to 1. Crossheart hatches, evolves into another Sparrowmon, and immediately swing Shoutmon at security. Then they swing Ballistamon. Then they play Cross 4. Looks like they put only 3 sources underneath, playing the Cross 4 for 3 memory. It does look like they forgot to unsuspend their Zenjiro, but since we were just playtesting, we do allow the Zenjiro to be untapped and used for 1 memory gain. Examon hatches another Babytomon, and then they evolve into Breakgermon for 3. Crossheart starts the turn by promoting Sparrowmons. And attacking security for 1 draw. But Examon does block the Sparrowmons with Breakgermons, using the effect to trash 1 card from the security. And when Breakgermon is suspended, it suspends Cross 4. Crossheart then passes turn, playing down the Triple Tamers. Doesn't look like Examon has much in their hand, so they do use the Megadeth to bounce the Cross 4 back to hand. Crossheart hatches, then activates the Triple Tamers effect to put a Digimon underneath and gain 1 memory. Then they evolve their Pikmons into a Starmons. Then they play Shoutmon Cross 3. Looks like they only use the Shoutmon underneath the Tamer. Tapping the Zenjiro, playing the Shoutmon for 4 memory. Activating the Unplay to look at top 3. Adding the Z Greymon and Shoutmon to hand. Crossheart swings Shoutmon Cross 3 at security. And passes turn, playing another Triple Tamer. Examon evolves Corgimon into Groundgermons for 3. And then they evolve Groundgermon into Slayergermon. Crossheart promotes their Starmons, and activate all of the Triple Tamers effect to put Digimon underneath, gain 2 memory, and draw 2 cards. It does look like they're asking if they're going to use the Slayer Dramon effect to suspend and force an attack, but they do decline, and then Starmons goes for security. They block with the Slayer Dramon, activating the Break Dramon effect to trash the top card of security. It does look like there was a little bit of a misplay here. They accidentally put Starmons in trash instead of saving it under one of the Tamers. Shoutmon does decide to play the Cross 4, putting 3 sources underneath, and pay 3 memory. Then they activate the on-play to draw 2 cards, and tap their Zenjiro for an additional memory gain. Then they play out the Long K. Since the Crossheart player is at 3 security, it does activate both of their effects. So they put Break Dramon on top, and give Slayer Dramon the minus 12,000 DP, clearing their board. Examon evolves into Dracomon in the back. And then they play Death Exmon for 5. Passing turn by evolving into Cordramon. Crossheart hatches their last egg and activate both of their triple Tamers effects. They put a Digimon under each of them to gain 2 memory and draw 2 cards. Crossheart does evolve into Sparrowmons in the back. And then they play the Shoutmon Cross 5. Looks like they put 3 sources underneath, paying it for 4. It does look like they forgot to unsuspend their Zenjiro again, but they do activate the effect to gain a memory. They swing at security, hitting that Break Dramon they put in there. And then Crossheart plays out the Cross 7 to pass turn. Looks like they have 5 sources underneath, so reduces the play cost by 10, passing the Examon player to 4. Examon does promote the Cordramon out of raising. And evolve it into a Wingdramon. And then pass turn, evolving into Breakdramon. Crossheart does promote the Sparrowmons out of raising and activate both of their Triple Tamers effects again to gain 2 memory and draw 2 additional cards. Crossheart attacks security using a Starmon's effect to draw 1, hitting a Davis. Davis on play. They take the Dracmon and the Groundramon. Crossheart does attempt to swing for game, but they block it with the Breakdramon, activating the Breakdramon effect to trash the top card of security. Then they play out Cross 3. Putting 2 sources underneath, tapping the Zenjiro to gain a memory, and swing Cross 3 for game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy this content, please like and subscribe for more Digimon videos.